All right, guys, here's the question of the day. The question I have for you is this. How many of you plan to go home tonight and watch Will Smith once again kick some alien ass and save the world from total destruction, as he does every year on this day, that day being the 4th of July? Guys, happy anniversary, happy Independence Day to you and your family. I hope all is well and you're out there celebrating, because that's what today's video is about. Celebration, but within your business, because most of you fully understand the power of celebrating in your own personal life. We celebrate our birthdays. We celebrate our anniversaries. We celebrate holidays like today, but are you neglecting the power of celebration in your business life like I was when I started my business? Because this is something I regret doing. And when I look back, my mentor told me, Connor, we celebrate our wins and we bounce back from our losses as fast as we can, and this is a great way to become successful as an entrepreneur. And I kind of overlooked that first part, and I didn't think it was that important, but now looking back, I understand what he meant. So we need to celebrate our wins. Every time we hit a milestone or close a deal, we need to be celebrating those, even if it's on a small level. So this is for those of you who are highly successful in closing lots of deals and may already be financially free, but also for those of you who are struggling in the business and barely ever get a win. And sometimes it's even more important for you, that individual, to be doing this. So let's look at how we gained our independence. We fought a lot of battles, we had a lot of wins and a lot of losses over a sustained period of time, but eventually we won the big one and gained our freedom. So here on this channel, guys, we're teaching you to reach your financial freedom independence, and that's what you're going for. And it's gonna be a long, bumpy road, a lot of ups and downs. You're gonna have a lot of wins and losses along the way. So reward yourself on those times when you win, on those days that you win. It's very important to stay motivated, to keep you in the right mindset, and we'll get into that in just a second. So we're trying to help you reach your financial freedom, which is the day that your liabilities to live your life are overcome by the amount of cash flow that come in from your real estate investments, those passive investments like your rental properties and your owner finance notes, which you're gonna obtain through doing transactional deals like wholesaling and flipping houses. So guys, you're gonna have a long road to get there, but if you never give up and you keep stacking that cash flow, eventually you're gonna hit financial freedom, and that's what we want for you. So you have to celebrate your financial goals, because we have goals and dreams as an entrepreneur to hit a higher level of life, a higher standard of life for ourselves and our families. And so what does celebrating a big milestone do for us, right? So it brings the future into the present moment. So when we celebrate a birthday and we go out to eat with our friends and our family, do we go to Taco Bell or somewhere that we eat all the time? No. We go to a higher level of restaurant. We celebrate. And so on days that you have wins in your business, you should do the same thing. Go to a nicer restaurant, right? Because this puts you in the future, but at the present moment. And so you can say, wow, that was a great meal. I like going to the hibachi bar. I like eating steak and lobster. I want to do this more often. I want to make this my normal. I want this to be my new life, which is what a lot of y'all can achieve if you keep going in this business. And so a lot of y'all are not celebrating enough of your wins, because you're like I was when I started my business, which I thought this was completely not important. And my main goal was to get the money that I owed people, which was tens of thousands of dollars to my friends, family, banks. I wanted to pay that off as fast as possible. I said, I'm not gonna be selfish and take a dollar out of my business. Every dollar goes back in the business. Every single dollar, every dollar goes back in the business until I paid them off. The problem was, I was this close to burning out, guys, and it happened really quick. And so I thought I was a Terminator, I thought I was a machine, and I could work all day, every day, and not take any relaxation, reward myself at all, and basically almost caused me to burn out and quit, right? And a lot of people do quit, and some people have a higher pain tolerance than others, and others quit way too soon. So guys, by celebrating, you're putting lifeblood back in your business, you're putting momentum back in your business, you're putting breath back into your business. So even if you can't celebrate on a high level, celebrate your wins. Every time you close a deal, every time you hit an anniversary, anytime something good happens in your business, right? You hire an employee or you get a new business relationship. And so when I started my business, guys, the only thing I could afford to do was once a week, I'd escape reality by going to the dollar movies for 2 to 3 hours a week. Now in Texas, they call them dollar movies, but they should be called $2.50 movies, because that's what they are. But at one point I said, this is getting to be too much. I need to basically put myself in the future state to understand what it's like to have a better lifestyle, so I motivate myself more. So I said, every time I close a deal, I'm gonna go to the big boy movie theaters, right? The ones with the reclining seats, reclining leather seats. I'm gonna get the 3D movies and wear the glasses, and go in and do it right. And so that's what I did. So every time I closed a little $2,000, $4,000 JV wholesale deal, I go to the bigger movie theaters. And all the other weeks, I continued to do what I was doing. I started to close a few more deals, and I said, you know what? I want to experience a better lifestyle that I'm reaching to attain. So I'm going to go out and celebrate every time something good happens and eat a nicer meal. So I go out and I go to one of the nicest restaurants in town. Instead of eating fast food or snack ramen or oatmeal or beans and rice, whatever I was eating at the time, guys, because I was tens of thousands of dollars in debt. So what I was doing was I was conditioning myself to feel what it's like to live that lifestyle, to motivate myself to keep going through the tough times. And so as you become more successful, more money comes in your bank, those celebrations get bigger, right? Vacations, buying that nice dress or that nice suit that you've always wanted, buying those shoes that you've wanted, going up in level as you achieve more success. And say you set a goal, when I hit $100,000, I'm gonna buy that new car. When I hit $500,000, I'm gonna buy that new house, guys. So they get bigger as you go up the scale, as you're chasing a higher standard of life for yourself. Now, this is very important, guys, and if you're not doing it, you should start doing it right now, even if it's as simple as taking yourself out to a nicer dinner. Every time something good happens, you need to be doing this in your personal life and your business life. So the one word that I want to give you as far as being careful is this: do not over celebrate. Too many of you celebrate too much, and some of you are not celebrating enough. Find a balance. Find out where you're at in your situation, and only do it on a level that's basically financially intelligent for you at the time, because I have too many students that I teach them, you need to celebrate your wins, and they go close their first $5,000 wholesale deal. And specifically just recently, one of my students, I call them up, I'm like, what are you doing? We're at the beach. And they went and spent $3,000 or $4,000. So after taxes, they're literally negative what they would have been before that vacation. So I'm like, why are you celebrating this? You're thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. You don't go celebrate something that you can't afford. So celebrate accordingly as you go. But guys, start celebrating. Enjoy today. I hope that helps, and it will help you in your business. It's going to help you get through those hard, tough days. So I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day. Subscribe.